back to Broke Till Friday podcast. Make sure to go to the Instagram, Broke Till Friday podcast on Instagram. We're available on anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, if it still exists. YouTube. Which
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Exactly. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Leave a comment down below. Ask us questions. We'll probably respond.
Burn our house. No.
Yeah. Burn a CEO's houses down. Okay, it's a little early for that.
It's a little early for that. That's towards the end of the podcast.
Exactly. We'll get to that. So,
stay tuned for Infinite Starbucks.
Exactly. We'll teach you how to run your own Starbucks, how to be a CEO of a company. And, yeah, if you're watching this from League of Legends game, keep watching. Keep it in the back of your game. Smite games.
I haven't been playing Smite in like 10,000 years.
It's been 10,000 years since
ever since the Danny Phantom skins came out.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't
Danny
played
Phantom.
it.
That's hilarious.
I played Danny Phantom for like I don't know, a while, but then like I started getting back into like Magic and stuff. So I've just been deck building. Okay. I've made I'm now officially Joey Wheeler in Magic because I have a coin flip deck, and now I have the dice rolling deck.
Hey.
And then I have like a chaos deck where that just literally just randomizes everything. Like, you're going to cast a spell to target something, it randomizes it. You're going to cast something, it randomizes it to something else from your deck.
That's, yeah. I mean, playing the chance. Just get yourself a loaded die, and then you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It's fine. Well, actually, the dice rolling deck is actually really good because it doesn't actually operate off of like winning the dice roll. Mm-hmm. It operates off of just rolling the dice. Oh. So the act of rolling the dice causes stuff to happen.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't matter what the end result is as long as I roll the die.
So you're basically the casino in this.
Yeah,
one.
literally, basically. Unlike the coin flip deck, which necessitates you winning the coin flip.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't win coin flips in the coin flip deck, I do nothing the whole game. But if I do win the coin flips, I've had a time where, how do you call it? Where one of my creatures was basically like 300 and something power, because its effect is if you win a coin flip, double this creature's power. So you start off at
doubling
2.
and doubling and doubling and doubling. Jesus.
Yeah, and then its effect is basically at the beginning of combat, flip a coin until you lose. So as long as
keep calling it,
just keep calling
That's
it,
hilarious.
just keep winning. And then there's other artifacts and stuff that, like, if you were to flip a coin, flip 2 coins instead and choose one of the results. So you double your chances.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So literally, I've gotten up to like 3, 4. You know. I'm waiting for the time where I get to like 3,000 power. I just need to have a Yu-Gi-Oh level monster.
I'm gonna swing.
Swing for 3,000.
Honestly, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. In Yu-Gi-Oh, that would be like the equivalent of having like what, a 30,000 power monster on board. Like,
yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's hypothetically possible with limiter removal and the other machine card. It's like a fusion one where you fusion summon it, and then it doubles its attack, but it gets destroyed at the end of the turn. And then limiter removal lets you double its attack again, but you take damage equal to its original attack at the end of the turn. So you basically have to one turn kill them, or you don't. And the only reason I remember that is because of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
30,000 power.
Yeah, you keep doing that Cyber End Dragon, 4,000, double to 8,000, 16,000, and just fucking knock people out. He's the only one who ever was actually good at the game, besides like protagonists.
Well, protagonists weren't necessarily good at the game. They just had the power of anime and God on their side, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I remember the one time where Yugi's like, I don't need to believe in my deck and these pathetic, useless cards. And then he loses. Yeah. And the other guy's like, you have lost against the power of Jeebus. And then he traps his soul. Goddamn. Good times.
Good times.
Speaking of probability, do you see there was a $1.2 billion jackpot that got won by someone in the middle of fucking nowhere? It's nuts.
Yeah, we signed up for that too. Like, we got a ticket.
How much did you win?
I don't know. I don't know if my dad's ever gonna go cash it in.
Well, I mean, if you just check the numbers, they'll tell you like if you won like $4 or whatever. Because apparently there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I won $4," and someone won like 10,000 or whatever. So the winner of the $1.34 billion jackpot, which basically equates to 600 million in cash, or like 300 million net, or something like that. Let me see. What is the?
You always want to take it in cash though, because then you can set it up in like funds and stuff.
Yeah, remember, money now is worth way more than money later. So, the 4 things to consider if you hit the 1.28 Mega Millions jackpot. So the cash option is 747 million. Where's the taxes? Fucking taxes.
Fucking taxes, always getting up in our shit.
Protect your blah blah blah. That's it. Wait, no, 747. Okay, let's just assume 747 times
10%.
No, 60%.
60%.
Yeah, $448 million, right?
Yeah.
Which is, you know,
I mean, $500,000. That's
half a billion.
$500 million.
Half a billion. Yeah,
$500 million.
That's still closer to $500 million than any of us will ever be in our
Yeah,
lifetime.
honestly.
Basically.
Low key.
Unless we become CEO of companies. But,
Yeah.
yeah, the winner was in, what state is it? It's always a state with like super low.
Yeah, well, for us, unless we like randomly get laid with like, I don't know.
No. As in, with low cost of living.
No, but like we will like we're more likely to get like in a relationship with someone who is like a high executive in a company than we are to be hired as a high executive of a company.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Like,
I thought you were still talking about the Mega Millions.
No. Just like
Illinois.
to become like a CEO. Oh, Illinois, fucking bumfuck, literally bumfuck.
Yeah, Illinois.
No, not literally.
Cost
but
of living.
Wyoming is literally bumfuck nowhere.
Nebraska.
Idaho.
There's some stuff in Idaho, like the potatoes.
The potato museum.
The potato museum. Yeah. Name one thing in Nebraska.
Fucking
Nothing.
all right.
Nothing.
Nebraska.
Literally nothing. What's the one with corn? I think Nebraska's the one with corn,
Kansas.
right? No, wait.
Kansas, Superman, corn
Corn
farmers.
state. What corn state? It's fucking. It is Illinois. That's hilarious.
No.
13% of its annual yield is exported. Oh no, it's
Where's-
Iowa. Iowa's the corn
Iowa.
state. I knew
Wait,
it.
where's the cheese state?
That one's Oh, I know this off the top of my head. Fuck. Somebody yelled at me. Shit. The cheese state. It's fuck.
It's Missouri.
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 No.
Springfield's
What?
cheese caves. Yeah, they're the ones that have like the most amount of cheese because the government's like fucking
Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a cheese.
is also a cheese state. Yeah.
I remember
'Cause
they-
but their like identity is cheese.
Exactly.
Fucking Missouri has the cheese caves, which are just like stockpiles of cheese.
That's-
Literally the most amount of cheese like in any one place.
That is nothing. Wisconsin is a cheese state because it is the state's history, its pride, and it has a cheese-headed pros.
yeah, it's
production line.
identity.
America's Dairyland. That's why. So they're. I mean, I guess
Their
if you're
identity.
if you're America's Dairyland, it makes sense you're gonna have the most cheese because you'll have like the means to make the cheese with
Yeah.
the dairy. But yeah, it's America's Dairyland. That's really what it is. And I remember it's Wisconsin because Wisconsin because
Well, Danny Phantom, that's how I know it.
he's from Wisconsin.
Not Danny Phantom, but his like the dude that simps over his mom. It's like his like main arch evil nemesis. It's
Based out of Wisconsin.
he's literally like the mayor or something of Wisconsin.
Of Cheeseville.
Of Cheeseville, like because it's like a multi-billionaire or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Because he made all of his money doing crimes because he's also like Danny Phantom. He's like half ghost, so like literally no one catches him committing
That's
his crimes.
Crazy.
So he just became like a mega billionaire.
Really into the Danny Phantom lore today. Huh?
Yeah, really into the Danny Phantom lore, literally.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so because I didn't have a Cartoon Network as a kid.
Neither did I.
Poor people. Then how'd you watch it?
I didn't.
When? Okay, how early did you watch it though?
Like high school,
I guess.
because internet,
Yeah,
just pirate it.
Internet connection. Oh, the golden age.
My high school friend pirated it.
Exactly, and then he gave you the USB.
Yeah,
completely
you know, it'd be that way.
Yeah,
That's literally how I watched Metalocalypse. And any TV show that's like, except for like Ben 10. Ben 10, I like bought DVDs or like I stole DVDs.
You bought a lot more than DVDs. Bentai. So, Wisconsin, cheese state. The only reason I remember is because my English teacher was from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And she had that little accent, and it was funny. But like, you could barely tell, but she'd be like, there's a heavy accent where they're like, oh yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, and that's where we've got all the cheese and stuff. And oh yeah, that's America's Dairyland. Like, you know, like that sort of I don't know. It's not Midwest accent. It's the fucking Middle Eastern accent.
Middle Eastern.
No, you know what I mean though, right? Like the
Yeah, the
East Coast, Midwest.
I can't think of it right now.
The Mudwest. The Mudwest.
Mudwest.
There it is.
Mudwest.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that phrase.
No? Okay,
No,
they call it the Mudwest
never.
because there's nothing to do there, as in like the fucking
Yeah, the flyover
places.
states.
Yeah, there we go. The more colloquial known term
Yeah,
is
the
the
flyover
flyover states. Let me see. The Mudwest. Yeah, Midwestern United States is basically all of that, Iowa and stuff like that. Because I guess they only consider the East Coast to be like literally the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Because are these states not more east than west? And yet this is called the Midwest?
Yeah, that's east. I always thought the Midwest was like this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that.
Right?
Future Andres, throw it up there. This
save that for
area,
later.
I always figured was called the Mideast. I always
Yeah.
called it that.
The Middle East.
The Middle East.
Yeah, I don't know. The Midwestern United States. Yeah, it's just, that's what it is. I don't even know how. What the fuck? That's funny. I Googled the Mudwest and it says showing for Midwest.
Same thing.
Oh, see, a lot of people consider a different part of it to be.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense for these states to
Okay,
be
I'm
part of the
gonna
Mideast.
put that up. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
It's showing like Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. Suppose you think that's part of the Midwest,
Yeah.
but that makes sense because they're on the west side.
Yeah.
But only 10% of people believe that.
What?
That's, I don't know. I guess, but
maybe it's like political leanings. That's what they're
maybe.
like. Look a political map of the U.S.
Let me see. Yeah. Well,
Because
either way.
that phrase might be stemming more from like the main like voting
patterns
blocks.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a city in West Virginia called Mudd. Mudd is an unincorporated community in Lincoln County, West Virginia. Its post office is closed. It's kind of sad.
Damn.
They don't even have fucking
I
mail
can't even
over
get
there.
mail.
If you guys live in Mudd, shout out to all my homies that live in
Yeah,
Mudd, West
yeah.
Virginia.
Send us a postcard or send us
From the next town
from
over.
the next town over.
Because they don't have a fucking post office. Where do you buy your stamps, man? I gotta drive 20 minutes out of state.
Stamps and lamps.
Yeah.
They
fuck.
buy your stamps from me.
Exactly. If you're watching
Stamps
this
and lamps.
from Mudd, West Virginia, buy your stamps and lamps from Edward. He's got everything. I don't know where we're going with this, but
I don't either.
Let's reverse back to Cheese State, back to
Also, this shirt is not mine.
oh yeah, it's a Deadpool shirt. That's how you know. He's got all the Deadpool effigies sitting
Yeah.
around here. Yeah, did I tell you I just had COVID? My God,
Just had COVID. Now I have COVID.
no,
no.
that was an unnecessary
No, you're
cough.
good. Yeah.
But no, yeah, tested negative yesterday. Technically, I
How's
haven't been
that been?
infectious Friday. It was nothing, honestly. It was
nothing.
like it felt like a sore throat, and I was just coughing for like a week, basically. Like yesterday, I was like maybe like once every hour or less, you know, not really coughing. But today, obviously, I'm perfectly fine because I tested negative yesterday. And technically, I was not infectious after day 5, according to CDC guidelines. On Friday.
CDC guidelines
But-
always fucking shit up.
I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe they're in the corporate interest, and they're like, yeah, only 5 days, no more 14-day quarantine.
Yeah.
We can't afford that.
Can afford that. Economy going down.
But the booster really, really helped, because I
How many boosters are there?
3. I think.
3?
At this point, there's more shots than you would find in an elementary school. So
Goddamn.
yeah, there's so many.
Shit. Did you speaking about useless police officers? Did you hear about the they were running? There was like a police station down in Texas that was running human and like a human trafficking ring, basically. Like they were basically selling the female inmates to the male inmates.
Oh, they left like the something unlocked, right? Something like that. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
like the male inmates would pay them, and they would like leave certain like doors unlocked, and they would let them roam to like they would forget to lock certain doors and gates and stuff, and then like they'd let them like walk into like the female
Let me
inmates.
see. The
Like,
Texas
I
inmate
swear.
scandal. Where the fuck is it? What the fuck? Why can't I see it?
It's a little bit old, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like pre-Uvalde.
Because I search inmate scandal and like a billion things come up.
Yeah.
In Texas.
In
Just in Texas.
Just in Texas.
Let me see. Texas trafficking.
There's like so many like this. It's just the institution.
Matt Gaetz among 20 House Republicans who voted against anti-human trafficking bill.
Because they know they'd lose the support of the police if they voted for it.
Not just that, but Matt Gaetz is literally a human trafficker. Like, he's literally a
We
pedophile.
have a human trafficker in office, and
Yeah.
like a legitimately proven one, and no one's like really rallying against him. It's kind of sad.
I mean, that's the thing. They would never convict one of their own.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matt Gaetz is under investigation for sex with a minor, so pedophilia, basically.
Pedophilia.
Sex trafficking probe. Matt Gaetz' future in-law calls him a pedophile. Says he tried to set her up with older men when she was 19. Holy shit. This was July 27th. This was 3 days ago. What
Fucking
the
hell.
fuck?
Breaking news.
Breaking
on
news,
the Broke Till
everyone.
Friday podcast.
And actually up to date. This isn't going to be a week later. Matt Gaetz' future sister-in-law slams pedophile congressman on TikTok. TikTok. The one bastion of truth, justice,
and the
Chinese
American way.
spyware. No. Dude, that shit is bad. You should, like...
Yeah.
If you're going to use TikTok, I would say just use it on, like, a burner phone, dude, at this point.
Honestly, aside from, like, Reddit, like, there's no... like American like company that doesn't do the same, to be honest.
Well, because the Chinese one is much more frightening, they were saying, because it's collecting stuff it's not authorized to. But who are you?
So do the American companies.
But I was gonna say, but the thing is, nobody is responsible, because how are you gonna extradite or sue someone in China? Like, there's no
How are
fucking
you gonna
person.
sue Facebook?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Facebook's already Meta, at least, is already in a bunch of lawsuits because of that stuff. And there's been settlements, but you know, settlements are dog shit.
They're dog shit. Like,
but the rhetoric that everyone does it doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's okay. But I mean, it's like
But if you know the right apps to use and stuff, you could, like, you know, Brave browser, using uBlock Origin, so they're stopping trackers and things like that. You can try and shield yourself against that. Yeah. There's actual ways to go inside your Wi-Fi router and block ads and trackers completely.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's like 3 servers.
Yeah.
You block like 3 servers. It's like 99% of ads.
No, but that's why, like, instead of like advocating like directly against TikTok, because we're never gonna win that battle. Yeah. Like a TikTok and stuff that are like popular is just never gonna happen. Now. It's self-sustaining. Yeah, literally. No one can stop it now.
I gotta drown it in the river.
Yeah. That's why I always like advocate for more, like, rather than like targeting specific like applications, because the same rhetoric was happening when, like, before Facebook became Meta, right? Like before TikTok was even around, like YouTube with its ads, and then Elsa Gate, and then you know, this rhetoric has been around forever.
Adpocalypse.
Yeah. It's always been like a thing for the newest, freshest thing. It's like, oh, they're collecting your data. Oh, they're doing this. Doesn't matter. Someone's always gonna do it. Like specifying that it's TikTok doing it right now isn't really conducive to like solving the problem, because, like you said, just because everyone is doing it doesn't mean it's okay, and it doesn't matter that right now it's TikTok specifically is doing it. We already know Facebook was doing it. We already know YouTube was doing it. Even Reddit started trying to do it until they got like the huge backlash from like their base. Even Brave was starting to do it as well. Like even like something designed.
Nowhere is safe.
Yeah, nowhere is safe. That's why it's better to like basically do what you were doing right now a little bit ago, which was like telling people to how to stop them from doing that, rather than like just saying don't use the app, because that's never gonna get across to anyone, because they like the content on there. There's people that they like to follow, that they like to see. They never see the mega corporation that's behind that they're using their platform
all they
for.
see is the dopamine hit.
Yeah, exactly. All they see, Reddit post, new TikTok, new Facebook post, new Imgur meme, a new iFunny picture.
iFunny. Already with Imgur, you had me on the edge, but iFunny, what are you doing? Also,
so it's better to always like have like, oh yes, this third-party app will block your ads, will stop your trackers. Yeah. Like blah 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 blah. I think I have like 3 of those shits on my phone.
Yeah, I the only app that I have that I know is like collecting data is just Messenger, but only because like the group chats. You know, like it's a fucking problem how convenient it is. Fuck. Yeah. Like if I had just WhatsApp on there, it'd probably be fine. Because even like WhatsApp, but not as much as Messenger. But I don't.
I hate using WhatsApp.
I don't even have like Facebook installed. Nothing.
Yeah,
all I have is
I
that.
deleted my Facebook
Completely.
completely.
You still have Messenger. What do you
Messenger and Facebook are two separate
Now?
separate things. Yeah. So I still have my Messenger account, but I don't have the Facebook account. I just completely deleted the Facebook one.
mean? I'll find it. Don't worry, Edward.
You'll
Once
find
you
it.
put it on the internet, it's there
never gone.
forever.
Yeah.
Remember that. People use the Wayback Machine, all this kind of stuff. It's
there's
crazy.
always ways to go around that. But like what I mean is like I don't have an active Facebook anymore. Like
Yeah,
I've shut it down. I just
I get you.
nah.
Yeah. Whenever I
I'm
log
spending
on,
a lot of my time on it too. So it's like
that's not good. I was gonna say the only time I'm ever on it is like if I'm updating a profile picture, uploading like a graduation image or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's always just my family that's like, oh, like it's like updates for my family, you know? Because I had like 1,000 people on there, right? And I was like, as when you're young, you know, you're like, oh my god, the more friends I have, that means I'm actually popular and shit, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I like a few years ago I went through it and I was like, I don't even know this guy. Who the fuck is this? Bots that just add me and stuff like that. So I just cleaned out. I'm like at 200 people, which is about the amount of people you would know from high school plus family, all that kind of stuff. But it is like 200 people that you know, right? Acquaintances. And then probably like 50 people that you can talk to. And then out of those, it's like 10 people that are like your friends. You get like close friends, I would say.
Yeah, close friends.
Because, I mean, maybe more than 50 just because I went to a big, from 6th grade to 6th grade to 12th grade, it was all one school. So
I was going to say from like 6th grade to, because like even in like normal, like non-consecutive middle school, high school schools, like generally speaking, the bulk of the population of the middle school goes to one high school. Like if you go to Gage, chances of you going to HB High are like a billion.
Yeah.
I went to Orville Wright. The chances of me going to Westchester are basically like 100%. Like generally speaking, if you go to one of the schools, you're going to go to the next school in that same area.
Yeah, you go to Orville Wright, and then you go to Redenbacher.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then you learn how to make the popcorn.
Then that's your career for the rest of the time.
Exactly.
And you think you're going to become CEO, but then you just become a janitor on the 3rd floor of like a random building in Idaho.
Honestly, fuck trade schools. Why can't I just be a janitor and relax all day, you know?
Low-key.
Like that guy, my janitors in high school were never stressed. I never once saw them. Okay, that's a lie. I take it back. One time that some guy shit assuming in his hands and smeared it on the wall. Oh. But other than that one little moment in the 7 years I was there, like one incident, that's nothing, you know? Yeah, clog toilets and stuff, that's the job. But like he only had to cube, well, as far as I know, in the 7 years I was there watching, he only had to clean human fecal matter off the walls once.
I wouldn't look, I'm thinking back to like my high school.
Wait.
I wouldn't want to clean resin off of a bathroom wall that smells like, 13,000 like high schoolers shit.
Yeah. There was also, I just remember there was a special ed kid who shit his pants and he was walking down the hallway, so he probably had to, okay, twice. Just twice. Two times in 7 years.
You had me at once. That once is way too many.
2 times in 7 years?
I don't want to clean my own shit. Like,
think of it. He's there like the whole year basically, even because even in summer school and stuff, there's still upkeep and stuff to make.
Look, when I have that Taco Bell at like 4:00 in the morning, that left over from 3 days ago, and I have like watery diarrhea all over the toilet seat, I don't even want to clean that, and I have to clean that. Like,
Edward, you don't clean that. And let's throw up a picture of Edward's toilet and
no,
we get banned. We get banned immediately. It's like we're not even a big channel. Just immediately, just banned. You've been banned for extremely offensive, abhorrent behavior.
Oh my god, fucking hell!
But two incidents in 7 years.
I could not. If I had to be a janitor, I'd have to be a janitor in like a corporate building. Like, I could not stand being around. I hated being around high schoolers when I was in high school.
That's what you think, but women are fucking horrendous in their bathrooms, dude.
What?
You always hear these stories. You always hear these stories of like, oh, men piss in the urinals, and then women when they go into public bathrooms, they're like, there's period blood on the fucking floor. There's shit somehow on the seat. There's like piss everywhere because there was shit on the seat. So this next person squatted, but they just pissed everywhere because they can't control it like guys do.
High schoolers are worse, undoubtedly. Not all high schoolers are male too, so you get the same thing. It's like high schoolers are objectively worse.
I feel like because high school girls are like more shy, I feel like they wouldn't want to shit in school, you know?
I'm
think of that.
I can't stand it. No.
Put that in your head and chew on that.
No, I would not want to be a janitor in a high school. Like
I guess.
never.
Okay.
If like I was
In a
gonna
good
go
high school, in a private high school.
even then, I feel like
Yeah.
I know because I feel like most of the people that go to private high schools are stuck up rich people.
True.
So I feel like they like shit on the wall and be like, "You clean that up, minimum wage slave."
And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm on salary, man. What are you talking about? I make $35 an hour. Like I'm in a union, you know? Like, yeah.
They're like peasant.
Yeah, but seriously, think
No,
about
yeah,
that.
but like, all I forgot what the phrase was, but like all things considered, like if I was gonna be a janitor, it'd be like a corporate thing. I think it'd have to be like a corporate.
Okay, that makes
Like a corporate office.
in like a lab or something. You
Yeah,
know?
like
where
a
you
lab.
know people, they're doctors, and you know they're clean for the most part.
Not only that, but you can like generally speaking, like I don't think many doctors are like
Pigs.
cruel or pigs.
Oh, cruel. I mean, yeah.
Like one of the worst things about being like staff is like a lot of the people that like work, quote unquote, like actually work in the building aren't exactly kind to you. But like to the point where it's like a tip that you give like new people, like always be kind to the wait staff because they know everything that's going on.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. You know.
Well, as long as it was. Well,
Also, I'm not good at working with people. That's why I own my own
I'd be a
business.
janitor, honestly. Oh, that's how you own your own business.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, because people.
Like too many people. Like once I'm like at 5+, I'm like, all right. I'm gonna take more of a backseat. I don't want to interact with too many of you.
People, what a bunch of
People.
bastards.
Honestly, hate people.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck customers.
Fuck
honestly.
customers. Honestly, fuck customers.
Fuck customers and coworkers. Be your own boss.
Everyone. Fuck everyone.
Be your own boss, bitch, queen. Okay, with
Honestly?
these 5 simple steps and starting your own stamps and lamps business.
Starting your own stamps. You have to pre-buy $1,000 stamps and lamps package
from Edward.
From me. No.
Remember, because he's the head queen boss, bitch, slay, pussy, girl, yas. Okay, and everyone else will be her princesses. Because you're the queen boss bitch,
guess
so they're
so,
all
yeah,
princess
I don't
boss
know.
bitches.
I've stopped like looking a lot of like the MLM stuff because it's just all the same. It's like literally the more you look at it, the more it's just repetitive derivative bullshit. Like it stops even being like it's not fun in the first
It's not even
place.
funny anymore.
It's not even funny anymore. Like it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not. To be fair, it's not that funny to begin with because a lot of people get their lives destroyed.
Yeah.
But like even past that, like when you first see it, like, oh man, like these people are ass. Like it's kind of like watching like I don't know, like 1,000 Ways to Die or something. I feel like in a certain way, it's just like watching like people ruin their lives. Like it was like watching a serial killer documentary. It's like saying like this horrendous shit that happened, but like for some reason it's like has you like gripped.
Well,
But it's not even that anymore because it's literally unlike like with serial killers where like, oh, this dude's like history was a little bit different, or the way this dude killed someone is a little bit
motivations
different.
and
The
whatnot,
motivation is
yeah.
a little bit different. Like MLM's literally just the same thing. It's like, oh, I was a part
Money.
of like Amway for like like 3 years. I learned how their system works. Then I went off to create my own offshoot.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same compensation package. Nothing different. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I was selling Amway and now I'm selling knives, except I'm the one that started this one.
exactly.
It's like-
or like we talked about last time. Oh, do you want to learn how to pick up girls? Pick up Artist University, Hustler University.
Hustler University, yeah.
Make sure that when you invite someone to the Discord, you get $5, and they invite 2 other people. Andrew Tate's running a pyramid scheme. That's
Yeah, Andrew Tate's running a pyramid scheme, and he was like a part of like other like bro culture before.
Oh, I mean, he's we talked about this. He's a
But
piece
no,
of shit.
There's new shit on this.
Oh,
So-
there's new shit on
new
this
shit.
piece of shit.
He was on a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Much like our own, except I think ours is better.
Oh. Yeah.
Except this one episode was actually pretty good. You know why?
Hassan was on
Because
it.
Hassan was on
Hassan.
it. My dude Hassan.
Hussein
Fucking
Pecker.
Thick ass. Chad amongst Chads. Just fucking wrecking Andrew Tate
And
the
he was
entire
mocking
time.
his accent, telling him, "I'm not the police. You can go ahead. You guys can see the highlights on his channel. If I'm like, I don't want to post it. And they get
So
claimed.
good.
But basically, Andrew Tate took one of the biggest L's so far. Or another
Well, his
L.
life is an L, but you
His
know,
life is an L,
His
yeah.
life is really an L. This is just like another L, a cherry L on top of the L.
Exactly. So he's taking another L because Hassan debated him on some incel podcast. I don't know. And yeah, he just fucking destroyed him. He was like telling him like, oh, like he's like I don't have to answer your questions. And then he's like, oh, you're right. you're right, Andrew. You don't have to answer my questions. I'm not the fucking Romanian police and stuff like that. Like, oh fuck, so
Oh
good.
my God.
Because as we can remember, human trafficker Andrew Tate, was moved to Romania because he said the rape laws are lax there.
Mhm.
That's literally the reason he moved
Literally.
there. Holy shit.
Clip this so I can put it on the TikTok. Man, just
Yeah.
like, goddamn, fucking Andrew Tate, piece of shit, got
Human
wrecked.
garbage.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Hassan could wreck him in a fight.
I mean, dude, of course. Have you
seen how thick he is? Just
not even that, but
like,
it's so
ooh.
funny how he's like, oh, you've got to be an alpha male. You got to drink your bubble water and just all this bullshit, right? And body shame time, and he looks like such a fucking idiot. He has no chin.
No chin.
And when you see him as a younger, he's like this. He's like no hairline, of course.
The
since
first
forever.
time I saw Andrew here, and that's what's surprising. I think Vosh said something similar. It's like usually when someone has this sort of rhetoric, like they do like this sort of pickup culture thing, they're like conventionally attractive, right? Because the thing that makes it is because you want to be like the person.
Charismatic and
They're
whatnot,
charismatic.
yeah.
This dude, the first time I saw him, I literally thought of that. Is it Priest? Is that the comic book? I can't
Maybe?
remember I think it is Priest, where like he just like shows up at like a white nationalist rally, and he's like, "You, where the fuck is your chin?" And it's just some like, fucking,
Yeah.
like literally that's the first person I thought. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw him. I was like, "Oh, this is just IRL, no chin McGee over here."
Yeah. I mean,
oh my god,
like look like his eyes.
Look at his teeth.
Yeah,
Look
his
at
teeth are fucked up. His eyes do not point in the same direction. And like his fucking just that chin. There's no
Literally,
chin.
literally.
It's just like this.
He's
It's
literally
so
just a lol cow with
fucking
money. Have you heard of
funny.
someone named King Cobra?
Isn't that him?
No, that's not him. There's someone named King Cobra. I don't know
Cobra
if
and Tate, right? They do a podcast. Something like that?
No, that's someone else. There's someone named King Cobra, and it's literally just a lol cow. He's like he's this like Twitch streamer that like he doesn't clean anything. And it's
This guy?
that dude.
Jesus,
Dude, oh,
he's
dude,
like
this
the
dude is so
hyper
funny.
incel.
He's so funny. He's so funny. He's gross and disgusting. So I always like receiving info of him third hand. Like one of my
Yeah.
friends is like in.
Did you see this thing that happened?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, it's
That's
like that, and like that I'm into. So I don't like watching him directly because some of the shit is gross. Like one time, like he makes burgers and he puts like Monster Energy into like while he's cooking the meat, and he put like I think like 2 Budweisers in as well.
That's terrible.
And like he filmed himself, he like streamed himself cooking this shit. And this is what I think of whenever I think of Andrew Tate. I just think Andrew Tate is someone like this, but with like a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Like if this person got like I don't know like $1 million, Andrew Tate is what he'd be.
Yeah,
Like, literally,
basically.
literally, like I don't know. It's just
It's funny because he's like, oh, because he was an MMA fighter, he's like, oh, I'm the alpha male, blah blah.
Yeah.
You've got to disrespect women and drink your bubble water, and it's like, holy
that
shit.
video of him just fucking smacking the shit out of a woman, like
yeah,
out of
the one
nowhere.
saying-
Just
I can't post that because that's actual. Because
Yeah.
that is
actual
abuse. Yeah.
dude, I'm out
Actual
of my people on that Reddit were
battering
defending him. Like, I don't know, to me, but this kind of looks like consensual BDSM. That is not what consensual BDSM looks like.
He's fucking left hooking her, and he's
Fucking
like,
hell. How could anyone defend that? That is not consensual BDSM. Like,
Jesus.
what?
Yeah, I mean,
I know from experience that is not consensual BDSM. That is
No.
just not.
yeah. She's like, safe for it, and he's just going, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. Fucking giving our bloody nose fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Andrew Tate for you.
Piece of shit, honestly. It
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me that he's running an MLM. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
No, it's all about that hustle culture. It's like, yeah, hustling other people out of their fucking money. Apparently,
Literally, there's a reason why
that's
it's
what you do.
called hustle because they're hustling you.
Exactly. They're not actually. It's not Hard Workers University.
Yeah.
It's Hustlers University.
Yeah.
Like no one ever goes, you got to put in the work. No,
Put
no.
in the hours.
Like, yeah, it's like
What's hours?
you got to work 60 hours. You got to work 80-hour weeks, and then you got to make sure that you never jack off, and then you got to like all this just
Dude,
crazy.
It's
insane.
not. I think I've said this before, but it's not a surprise to me that most, if not all of the anti-masturbation people are
We did talk about this.
are actually fucking anti-Semitics,
Yeah.
anti-Semitic Nazis. Like, it's not surprising to me.
Because as we all know, the Jews jerk off a lot. They actually run 90% of the porn sites. Look into
Little
that.
did you know? No, I'm just kidding. Like, it's really not surprising. It's like,
It's crazy, dude. I saw a video like 2 days ago in Florida where neo-Nazis are just walking down the street.
yeah,
Straight
yeah,
up.
just straight up
Holy
walking
shit.
around. It's because fucking DeSantis is the fucking
He's a head neo-Nazi.
yeah. He's a head neo-Nazi. Like, oh my god. And DeSantis is projected to be one of the front runners for the next presidential
Which
race.
is horrifying
It's literally our democracy is decaying and dying as we speak.
because not you know, it's horrifying because he's like Trump, the same ideologies and stuff, you know, but he's
Taken to
actually
its logical
competent.
Also, it's his ideologies taken to the logical conclusion.
Yeah.
It's not just Trump's ideology; it's Trump's ideology and then some, and someone who's actually competent at what they're doing.
Yeah, because he's not like a 90-year-old geriatric who's
Yeah.
going like, you know, like
I swear, more like young people on the left got to get actually politically involved and stop bitching on Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
if even like, I don't know, a quarter of the people I see bitching on Twitter that are leftists would like actually get out of their house and do something. Like,
I mean, like, so here's the other thing too. What more can you do when our votes and our like democracy is being dismantled, and you saw the fucking
Campaign.
Supreme Court, and we campaign and stuff, but in the end, 30% of the population, because of the Electoral College,
yeah.
which isn't going to be abolished anytime soon, is just in control.
If you live in a red state, campaign. I would say if you live
Yeah.
in a red state, it's your responsibility to campaign. If you actually don't like what's going on,
Yeah.
actually campaign.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. A lot of like the right wingers, the young ones, they do campaign, especially in blue states.
the neo-Nazis are out and
neo-Nazis
about.
were literally on and
in
about walking around.
California.
Why don't
In
you campaign? If you legitimately
California.
don't like that, fucking like make a Discord server. Like literally, like make a Discord
Yeah.
server. Be like, hey, at is everyone free Friday?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're all taking some time off of our minimum wage jobs. Let's go campaign.
But that's how they get you. You can't take time off your minimum
Yeah.
wage job. You can't afford because once
You
again,
can't afford.
it's
And the one day off
rich.
free you get, like, it's like obviously you're gonna want to go hang out with your friends, to de-stress.
or just catch up on all your fucking errands you haven't been able to do, dude.
Yeah, literally.
Because
Washing dishes takes a lot of fucking time, and it's
buy a dishwasher. Dishwashers are like $3,000. I don't
Yeah.
have that fucking money.
Yeah,
just to
you don't get that money
install it
easily,
and
like-
whatnot, and maybe.
But like, what you get what I'm saying, right? Like, do
Yeah.
what you can. Like,
Yeah.
do more than just like bitch on Twitter.
Yes,
It's like
be proactive.
yes.
Don't be bitch active.
Like, unless you have a large following, like a fucking, I don't know, like a lot of these people that like have like thousands of followers, like, okay, then you're doing something on Twitter.
Yeah.
But if you're literally just like you're like me where you have like 4 followers, like posting like, hey, maybe DeSantis is bad, isn't gonna do shit.
yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like people know that he's bad, but
Yeah.
like I said, 30% of the country doesn't care because they're like, we're protecting our abortion, our Christian rights and whatnot. And
Yeah.
it's like,
well, they're active fascists. Like a lot of that 30% isn't just like, oh, I don't care. They actively want that fascistic state. They want a fascistic theocracy instituted here in America. Like they don't care. Like
Yeah.
they know what's going on and they want that. They actively want that.
and I was gonna say, it was either Marjorie Taylor Greene's dumbass or Lauren Boebert that said, like religion has to be. Let me see. What did
Well,
this bitch
but
say?
also like the thing about it being hard, it's like, yeah, it's hard and it's stressful and it's depressing. But I mean, the reason we have like part of the reason why we have the weekend, the 2-day weekend, is because a bunch of like other leftists before us were murdered by the Pinkertons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult and it's stressful and depression and mental health and all this, but to get where we are right now, people had to be actively murdered. Like, you're literally profiting off of like the blood of others that came before you because they wanted the 2-day weekend.
Exactly.
Like,
and only 2 days? Fuck.
Yeah, and only 2 days. Like, I'm pretty sure at least some of the people bitching on Twitter will be able to like take that 1 day off a week that they have to go and march and campaign and try to convince people. Like, that's how AOC got elected. Fucking just campaigning on campaigning on campaigning, like literally fucking tore out a bunch of fucking shoes. Trying. Like,
yeah, so Marjorie Taylor Greene said Americans should be proud of nationalism and America First nationalism. She added, we should be most proud of Christianity. So if Christian nationalism is something to be scared of, they're lying to you. Like, literally, the founding fathers went separation of church and state. No political parties.
No.
And yet they'll try and be like, oh, America was founded as a Christian nation. It's like, while we know that they were religious people, they still understood that, like, they weren't nuts. Slaves and whatnot aside, you know, like, because remember, it's hard to judge people by the moral standards of our time because of how even you go back 10 years and you're like, well, that's offensive, that's out of style, all this stuff, right?
Well, they
so
also
going
knew,
back 300,
like letters in there knew that slavery was wrong. They knew what they were doing is wrong.
Yeah, but remember,
but the institutions of slavery didn't go because people were racist and they wanted money. Like literally, it all stems back to like capitalism.
Yes.
Because the reason that they enslaved the people in the first place was because they could profit off
cheap
of their
labor.
free labor.
Or free labor.
Free labor.
Well,
cheap.
I would say cheap just because of like housing and food and stuff. Because a hungry slave is not a good slave. That's what I heard. So,
yeah, you can work them until they die. Well, no, that didn't come until later. Like,
Exactly.
did you see fucking the second to last episode, a video that fucking Knowing Better put out on slavery?
No.
Like the last slave wasn't freed until I think the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah. It was a long 80 years
time.
ago.
80
Sorry. A long time from
the abolition of slavery
to getting
to
freed.
the last
it's crazy.
slave. Yeah. It wasn't until World War II. The
There's
bombing of Pearl Harbor.
still slaves in the Middle East. They're still fucking slaves.
But here in
Straight up.
America, where people assume that it ended like
civilized.
over 100 years ago. Yeah, all that bullshit.
I
No.
guess.
But the institution of slavery got worse after the abolition of slavery. Because they kept slaves around, but they called them a little bit different. But they were still actually slaves. But the thing is that because they were it was like this weird like loophole in the law where because they were slaves, they weren't. How do you call it? They weren't cheating them out of their wages because they agreed to be slaves or something. It was some weird thing where they couldn't be prosecuted for having slaves because they agreed to not be paid or something like that. I don't know. It was like this weird thing. Like, just watch Knowing Better's video. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. Just watch Knowing Better's video.
Link not in the description.
Link not in the description because
look
we're
it up.
lazy.
Look it up yourself.
Look it up. Just look it up. Just look it up. It's good. It's an hour and like a half long.
You're on our podcast, okay? You're sitting down. You're listening to this, okay? That's it. Zip.
Yeah,
Zip.
no, but fuck, shit is so fucking insane. Like, shit got actively worse because now, with the new system that they had in place, basically, like, as long as you were black, you would get a crime put on your name. Like, it didn't matter. Like, you could be breathing and you will have a crime put on your name.
And as we know, cops came from slave catchers and whatnot.
Slave catchers, yeah.
So it's like...
So they were already trained to do the job.
Yep.
Literally. And
Yep.
so, and then because the sheriff or the person that would the judge basically that was overseeing you would also either be friends with the plantation owner or would be a plantation owner, they would be like, oh, I'll pay your debt if you work on this for that. And so now they were slaves,
indentured servitude.
Indentured servitude. But and because of that, they didn't have to pay for their food anymore. They didn't have to do that. So literally, they didn't care if the person died.
Yep, work them to death through indentured
work 'em-
servitude because they cannot. They can't afford
it's no longer
to live.
legal. It's no longer a legal thing. It's now like an interpersonal contract.
It's like you're working for me. That's all it is. You're my employee.
Yeah, you're my employee without pay.
Or with very low pay.
No, without pay because they're not technically paying them.
Well, they're working off
their debt. They're working off their debt, so they don't get paid. They're the employee without pay. They're working off their ticket.
Put me on a payment plan, fam. Come on.
Yeah, like anything.
0%
Let me run my
APR.
credit card.
Yeah. Fuck, man. We have it so good nowadays, but
it's.
Yeah,
but we're heading back to those times. So,
we's a coming.
We's a coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up. But point is, separation of church and state is very important.
She fucking said that like no.
She said that should not exist. She's
Yeah,
a fucking
she said
idiot,
that it was in a letter. It's not it wasn't what the founding fathers intended.
Yeah, like you
literally-
dumb cunt. It's like one of the First Amendments. Like God.
they literally specified
Separation of church and state.
don't involve state. Oh my fucking god.
Let's look up the Constitution. Let's see.
A lot of them were fucking agnostics. A lot of the founding fathers were agnostics. Like they weren't like some of them were practicing Christians, but they still believed that like Christianity shouldn't be a part of like the government. That's what they ran away from. Oh my god.
All right. How many?
I swear.
How many rights and protections guaranteed in the Bill of Rights can you name?
Fucking like
Okay.
3.
First Amendment.
First Amendment, freedom of speech, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, easy. Second Amendment.
The fucking gun shit.
Rootin' tootin'.
Rootin' tootin'.
Third Amendment.
The Third Amendment. It was the housing of soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth
And
Amendment.
Hold on. I have
or-
something to say about the third one.
Third.
So the third one, it's often misconstrued in its implementation because before the only difference between police and soldiers was whether you were at war or not. So the law enforcement was, or like the police was literally the military.
Yeah.
Which would, go around and function as the police. So really that is supposed to stop police from going into your home and doing stuff.
Oh.
But, now because the police are something different in the system, they don't count for that. It only specifies the military, which is kind of insane because the original function of that was to stop the police from doing shit, from doing what they're doing now.
That's why we got the Fourth Amendment. What's the Fourth Amendment?
Search and seizure.
Exactly.
But that still applies for the military. But they didn't specify the military. That's why we're able to stop the police from doing that. But the Third Amendment was also supposed to stop the police. But it's just that there was no distinction between military and police.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like I don't trust this government to revisit it. But once a good government is in, they should revisit it to like just say the government, just like how the search and seizure is, because that was the original intention. That was the original intention of the Third Amendment.
Or not even this government. It's basically just the Senate, because the
Senate,
House,
yeah.
the House actually just passed a bill.
Well, the Supreme Court too. I don't trust.
Oh, that's true.
The
We gotta
Supreme Court or the Senate.
You got to find a way for someone in Minecraft to burn down their houses or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to send Minecraft explosions.
TNT under their Minecraft houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just fucking Biden's got to double the court. Honestly,
Biden just got to pull a gun on the Supreme Court.
Look. Honestly, if Biden pulled a fucking what's one of the worst presidents in history's name? Andrew Jackson. If he pulled an Andrew Jackson, just like
and whipped out a gun and started shooting his opponents.
Literally. Like,
I challenge you, Clarence Thomas, to a duel. Bah! Take that, Jack.
Yeah, just
and
like
then
fucking.
he's like wow.
Give the doctor plausible deniability.
No, there's no plausible deniability. It's a white guy shooting a black guy. That's
true.
Clean cut.
Fuck. Yeah, that's true. Fucking, what did Andrew Jackson do? When he committed the fucking Native American genocide.
Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears. Yeah, when he did the fucking Trail of Tears, the Supreme Court basically said, "Oh no, you can't do this. It's illegal."
went around.
And Andrew Jackson was like, "Well, where's your military?"
Fuck you anyway. Yeah.
Fuck you anyway.
Straight up.
Biden just got to do that.
Just throw some black ops people to assassinate Supreme Court members is what Biden should do, right? If I'm getting that right.
Legitimately, he probably could. The disproportionate power that the presidency has because of the CIA.
Just drone strike their houses.
Just drone strike them. In Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft. Well, we're saying Joe Biden. Hypothetically. Of course.
If he can get out of his dementia long enough to press that big red
button. Oh my
button.
God, imagine if hypothetically Joe Biden were to just pass away from old age, right?
Yeah.
Kamala Harris comes in and she goes, "We're drone striking you motherfuckers, or recuse yourselves."
I mean,
get destroyed.
Oh my
Conservatives.
God. That would simultaneously be hilarious and kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Because setting the precedent of that.
Setting that precedent.
But what if?
Yeah.
Well, okay, how about this? She takes one for the team.
She takes one for
Or
the
no,
team.
just have Biden hypothetically have Biden take one for the
Take one
team.
for the team.
Have him order a drone strike on the house on the people on the Supreme Courts, right?
Yeah, on the Republican
all the conservatives on the Supreme Court get drone striked, right?
Hypothetically.
And then he takes the fall for it.
He goes to jail.
He goes to jail. He actually gets convicted. So you see, you can't just do this.
Yeah.
And then Kamala Harris comes in and goes, "We will never have anything like this again." Okay, liberal, and now all the protections on them. I have just solved democracy, people.
Solved democracy.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah.
A nice fantasy.
Psh, look at honestly, I'm gonna go home and jerk off to that later.
I'm doing it right now.
It's happening right now.
Yeah. No, but like that is kind of like one major issue that we kind of have right now, where like the only people that actually care about optics are like the left, the Democrats. Like Republicans don't give a shit about optics. They'll break every single law in the book. And
Why-
Why
Why do you think Matt Gaetz isn't in jail right now?
Yeah, no, we joke about like Democrats doing this,
Yeah.
but that's because of how inept they are compared.
They got
to,
no
like,
spines.
They got no spines. Fucking no spines. Did you see the fucking interview with Kamala Harris and the fucking 60 Minutes bitch? He like there was this dude that was interviewing Kamala Harris on 60 Minutes, I think, and he was like interviewing her about like the Roe v. Wade overturning, and Kamala Harris was like, yeah, this is a travesty, but what can you do about it? Oh
Yeah,
my
like-
God, this dumb cunt literally betrayed her
Apathy.
entire fucking community to be a fucking cop, a DA, heavily prosecuting minorities and throwing them in prison just to get the government more slave labor, and she can't fucking stand up to Republicans. The
Her-
fucking liberal brain rot.
Pelosi,
Oh my God.
Biden, so many fucking problems.
Biden for at least fucking like eventually fucking like 3,000 years later gave like a strong like, oh yeah, a 10-year-old was raped and she couldn't
What
get an
if-
abortion.
What if hypothetically,
God.
what if hypothetically someone were to assassinate the chain of command till you get to AOC being president?
Finally, fucking.
Imagine what she
finally.
would do. She'd be like, executive order this, executive order that. Matt Gaetz are going to prison. Fucking all the people. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Fucking Lauren Boebert was an escort. They all like just
just fucking take 'em out.
destroying,
Like-
scorched earth these motherfuckers.
Like the strongest like leadership we have right now is like AOC, Ilhan Omar, fucking
Ilhan Omar.
Ilhan Omar, fucking. I'm sorry. I always fucking pronounce fucking
right.
names wrong. Sorry.
Omaha Beach.
Omaha Beach. I've only ever seen it type too, so that doesn't
That's
help.
funny. Omar. Is this
Omar. Yeah, Omar.
Omar.
And there was someone else who
Well,
was.
okay. Basically, the problem
Basically,
is
there's only like 3 people doing any fucking thing.
exactly.
There's only 3 people. AOC,
And?
fucking. Oh my God, you just pronounced it.
Ilhan
Ilhan
Omar, I think.
Ilhan Omar.
Fuck, how do I pronounce it? Let me see. Ilhan Omar. Oh, is it Ilhan? No. Let me see. Got no clue.
Court is poised to overturn Roe v. Wade and strike
This was 2 months ago.
guaranteed abortion access nationwide.
Blah blah.
Yesterday, Oklahoma passed the most restrictive abortion ban. Yes, Minnesota College on Hill.
Oh wait, oops.
Restrictive abortion ban.
He was just about to say it.
Country effectively banning all abortions there with few exceptions. The governor there says he will sign it. Let's bring in now to the studio to discuss. Yes, Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who's been a friend of the show.
Ilhan Omar. Ilhan Omar. Okay,
Ilhan.
yeah. AOC, Ilhan Omar, and like one other person are the only people actually like doing shit. Like everyone else is so spineless and inept. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, and they're like
Pisses me off
They're
so
like
much.
the 88th chain of command. You know, like it's not even anywhere near the top or nothing.
Dude.
No speakers and being like that. Speaker Pelosi and her husband being the most profitable trader in all of history.
Fucking.
Who'd have thunk that if you had
they're just
insider
really good
information?
stock traders.
I mean, yeah, he just had a better gaming chair than all of us.
Yeah,
you know,
honestly,
like
he had that $3,000 mouse, and that's why.
you got outplayed, son.
Yeah,
you got outplayed
get wrecked,
in real life.
Get wrecked. He's a fucking. I don't know what they put in league, but he's a 10-star Loki main. Like
No, just he's playing life with cheats on, with hacks
true.
on, with scripts.
Hacks.
He's playing with scripts. Straight up.
He's got macro keys on his keyboard.
Exactly. Yeah. And the stock market, all he has to do is click like 3 macros, and that's it,
Yeah,
man.
that's it.
That's
Yeah,
all
just
it is, really.
Doot, and there we go.
If only you guys could learn how to macro yourselves,
Yeah.
you would.
Learn how to macro your keyboard, and then you can win at the stock market. You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the pro gamer move.
Exactly.
Oh my God. I swear, fucking AOC's got to make her move soon, or else I don't know if we'll have a democracy after 2024.
Dude,
If
it's
this
yeah. Honestly, I mean,
It just
obviously.
takes one more of them like DeSantis to get in, and that's it.
Yeah.
The first coup, if you look at coups in history, almost every successful coup is preempted by a failed one. Like Hitler's
Yeah.
coup was failed, and then he had like an actual coup
actual
that
one.
won. And then there was like I think like Julius Caesar had like a failed coup
Yeah.
right before he actually took
Yep.
power and then got assassinated. fucking. I don't know. Like in history, like every successful coup is always
Preempted by a failed one.
We already
Yeah.
had our failed one on January 6th. We're just waiting
And-
on like the one that succeeds now.
They've got criminal charges on him now, so
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna
Barely.
They're gonna. I know it's so fucking
Barely.
long.
You
It's
see,
so fucking
literally,
long.
literally, the hearings have just been like, okay, we're getting everything on record, and it's useful for historical perspective. Like, yeah, this is what
Optics
actually
and
happened.
whatnot.
Yeah,
it's gonna be my history book.
yeah,
20
but
years.
like in general, it's so weak. Like I watch I play it on while I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah,
like I have
it on in the background.
Have it on in the background, just listening to the fall of democracy, just casually while I do my taxes or whatever.
Pretty much.
And it's just I don't know. It's aside the most shocking thing wasn't even like a really legal thing. It was like fucking Donald Trump throwing his nuggies against the wall with like ketchup dripping down. Like that's like the most
Like
shocking
something
thing.
out of a fucking cartoon. He's like, yeah, and you're like, Donnie, what are you doing? Like,
Bad
fuck.
Donnie. It's this was the president of the United States. Like, come on.
He was president for 4 years. This happened. This will have happened forever. Like he's gonna be in history books because of he was this. It actually happened. I know. It still fucking baffles.
Yeah.
Like I know now it seems a little more normal.
It seems
except
normal now.
no, except for the whole Supreme Court stuff. But
Yeah,
I was gonna say it feels a little more normal to not be hearing about. President said this dumb shit today. President did this retarded thing today. President is a fucking idiot. Like you hear that on Fox News, but it's Fox News.
Yeah, that's Fox. We don't.
But
like Fox News isn't a real news channel.
and again, they classify
Yeah.
themselves as entertainment so as
Yeah.
to not be sued. But basically. You hear some Biden stuff. Yeah, he's old. We get it. He's geriatric. He was probably not fit. Should have been Bernie at this point. Fuck. Imagine what 8 years of Bernie would have done.
8 years.
Two
of
terms of Bernie.
2 terms of Bernie.
Can you imagine how, like, all the Supreme Courts would have died? It would have been 6-3 on the liberal side.
Yeah.
Push through everything. Fuck. The EPA would still be a thing. Roe v. Wade would have been codified on like the Constitution. Like rich companies would have started getting broken down and stuff. Honestly, Bernie would have been assassinated within like 2 months.
Yeah,
Now
honestly,
that I think
low-key-
all things I'm
now that I
saying.
think about it, like he would not have
All
gotten
things
a lot
considered.
of stuff. All things considered, he
things
probably
considered.
would have gotten assassinated.
Straight up, and they would have been like, "Oh, it was a Bolivian national who was trying to unstable
Yeah.
our democracy," and then the vice president would have been fucking who knows in some corporate show. And,
Fucking-
fucking-
I don't know. It would honestly, it would have probably been Kamala Harris.
Again,
Low-key.
again.
So Kamala Harris,
It's
the
her
fucking
turn.
deputy shit stick over here.
Yeah. Oh, you're pulling on my
Oh, sorry.
on my microphone. Yeah.
Honestly, why didn't they make fucking Elizabeth Warren VP? They had to make the fucking cop a VP?
I mean, because they want to be like, she's a woman and she's black, guys. So
I know,
Woo!
but oh my god, they had to
I
make
know.
the fucking cop.
Elizabeth
They
Warren.
had to make the fucking cop. In an era of fucking ACAB, they had to make the fucking cop a VP.
Well,
Being a cop honestly transcends everything else. That's like the infinite negative.
small town cops are quitting because there's now more scrutiny on them.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because it's like, hey, I'm going to be watching what you do on the job. Oh, fuck that. You're going to be watching me? What is this bullshit?
I'm gonna be held accountable?
Yeah, I'm going to be held accountable to my actions. I'm going to quit. Good. If you're a cop and you don't want to be held accountable to your
All
actions,
2 of them quit.
quit. Honestly.
that was the major one that you're talking about, right? There was like one where like small town cops quit, and there's
it was like the entire police force quit, and the police force was like the sheriff and like one other person.
yeah,
It was
that's
like
it.
3 people.
And the sheriff is an elected position, so literally anyone else can run. Oh my god,
Let's just
the Shire Reef just.
straight up. You know what's funny too?
Oh what?
We didn't even get through any of the topics.
Oh
We
my
just
god,
started
yeah.
ranting.
We
But
didn't get
that's
the CEO.
That's the best way it works.
So if you were the CEO of any corporation,
I think myself would be Amazon, of course.
of course,
Of course, and I could be like Daddy Bezos. Yeah, it's fucked.
it's
but
fucked. Oh my god, I fucking hate it.
we'll leave it at that. It's fucked. Broke till Friday.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat, and we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends, we'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat, and we're broke till Friday.